One really good business strategy that I've always kind of relied on as far as for how to kind of start with, getting people to either look at something or getting funding to do something or whatever is going to be called the LIP strategy. LIP, it's another acronym. It stands for List, Invite, Present. So first thing is first, you would make a list. You'd make a list of all the people who you think would be interested in this. If they don't have funding, if you know them and they're like, I don't know, I think that they'd be interested in this, but I don't know if they have funding. Like they may not be visually at that status, or you don't know them to be at that status. Maybe you can put them on your list as someone who might have an idea of someone else who might have a reference for you, or reference point, or someone like that for you. A lot of times it's not going to be your direct person who you talk to who has funding. A lot of times it's going to be your second or third level, even fourth level referral down the line, who actually is going to be the person who funds your project and stuff like that. Like, so don't get mad if it's not like your mom. Like, your mom doesn't have money, she's not, this and that. She might still be on your list as far as like you might tell her about the project and be like, hey mom, who do you know? And maybe she might be able to hook you up with someone, hooks you up with the person who funds your vision and really kind of sees the vision within themselves as well. For that. So LIP list. After you've listed people who you would like to approach with this idea, then you're going to go into the presentation. For the most part, whenever it comes to a film, the more is better. More is better. The less questions that they can answer, the less questions that they can ask, and the more answers that you have in your pitch to them before you talk to them is better. Number one, it answers their question real easily, and you have an answer right off the bat for it, which is great. But number two, it also shows that you are going to be responsible with their money. It shows you're going to be responsible.
That's number one, probably.
Yes, probably, number one for sure, because there is ROIs, return on investment, that they're kind of looking for and everything too. It isn't always that you'll get some kind of crazy angel investor or someone who's just going to blow their wad on you, film talk, of course. Whenever it comes to that, no ideas. But as far as it goes, you're not really going to get a whole bunch of people who are just going to donate the whole thing to you, if ever. They're always going to be looking for something in return, and usually it's going to be an ROI, return on investment. So they want to make sure that you can actually do that. Best way is to show it through your actions and through how ready you actually are with your idea. I always say, and one of my mentors actually, says, watch their feet, not their lips. Watch their feet. What are they doing? Where are they going?
Right.
What are their emotions like? What do they have for you? How are they presenting? What are they presenting? How much do they have? And not really what they're saying. Right. What you're saying could be, I want to do all this and all this and all this and all this. Okay, well, what do you have? I don't have anything. I haven't made any steps towards trying to accomplish this. That's very low interest in that exact person on their own idea for this thing to be completed. It's a huge red flag, and you want to be very prepared. You want to have as much, in your pitch package that you can have. If you don't know what goes into a pitch package, just a few things. Obviously it's going to be your script. If it's your pilot, it's going to be your pilot, written 3 times, and stuff like this, or more. I usually write it more. It's also going to be your projected budget, maybe a itemized list for your budget, exactly where the money is, the goal of the money is actually going to be going to. You're also going to want to have, maybe some visuals, like a lookbook, or maybe you even made something like a model, something to actually show that that you can actually even produce something, or whatever it is. They really just want to really know everything about the project. The best way to know everything about the project is for you to have everything that goes with your actual pitch. There's a lot of other things as well. You can get online and kind of research how to develop the best pitch deck, or press kit that for whoever is going to be your investors, whoever is going to be seeing it. But a lot goes into your presentation. So that's going to be after you you invite. That's going to be the actual presentation there. So list, invite, so making the calls or whatnot, setting the meetings, whatever it is. Invite your mom to hear about this opportunity. I'm just kidding. Invite your mom or whoever it is to hear about your idea and your presentation, to present. And that's going to be your pitch, whatever it is, being more ready than a lot of other people too. A lot of times, a lot of investors have heard it all before too. If you're going to an investor who really invests in a lot of film, like a producer or something like that, they've heard it all before, and they're really they might be looking for someone who just has more, has more forethought and material to back what they're doing. Other thing too is going to be star power as well. So if you can actually, if you can actually get with maybe by this point in your career, maybe you've met some kind of more so famous people, maybe some local talent, and maybe they know some more famous people to maybe be in your, or involved in your production at somewhere along the lines. This all goes into your pitch, but you can actually contact those more famous people, and you can kind of get a verbal agreement or whatnot that they would like, that they're going to get involved in some way. You can add that to your pitch, and you can say, hey, Mr. Investor, I got all this and everything. One of my friends has a contact with, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I got an email back from Leonardo, and he said that he would like to talk about it if we got it funded. Shit. Oh, okay. Makes it a little bit better. There's a little cherry on top. Okay. The cherry on top really makes it, feasible within the investor's mind as far as the ROI, return on investment. Mm-hmm. If you have that star power involved, and it can literally be something as easy as just an email. Yeah, I'll check it out if you guys get funding. That doesn't mean anything. That does not mean that you're going to get Leonardo DiCaprio. It just means that that's a possibility, and that's going to be more firepower for your actual pitch.